Okay, we're going to be playing MegaMan 4 today. My favorite of the 6 MegaMan games. And I always start off with BrightMan because his weapon is extremely useful. In MegaMan 4, obviously the game that introduced the charged Mega Buster. And that's one thing I like about MegaMan 4, not just that they introduced the charged Mega Buster, but you are now on very even footing with all of the robot masters. You can fight them in pretty much any order. In previous games, I think you had to be a little bit more conscious of what weapon would work on them. Like, I don't think I've ever, like, take MegaMan 3, for example, I've never fought, like, Shadow Man or Gemini Man without knowing what weapon that I needed to defeat them. And full disclosure, this recording is in 720. I tried doing my games in 1080, but it's becoming a little bit of a problem. You know, this is a Kevtris modded NES HDMI, but even like 1080, it looks great, but it's just becoming a little painful to try and get the footage captured. So we're doing 720. I think it still looks really good. Hopefully before too long we'll be able to do 1080, but for now 720 will have to suffice. And this is not going to be a deathless run. I don't think it is. I'll probably die a couple of times. It's not a speed run. But I am okay at this game. I should probably only die maybe 2 or 3 times. In my opinion, this MegaMan game maybe has the most useful items. Obviously, the Shadow Blade in MegaMan 2 is extremely useful, but this one has some good ones too, like the Toadman's Rain Flush is useful, BrightMan's FlashStopper is really good. I hope I don't have to use an E-Tank here on BrightMan. I'd like to beat him without it. I'm gonna need it. That sucks. I really should have done better on BrightMan, but that's alright. And one game that's really grown on me in the MegaMan series is MegaMan 6, which has those really interesting rush adapters, the jetpack, mainly the jetpack. The The other one's okay, but I really... You know, the jetpack just adds kind of a unique and new twist to the MegaMan games, but... this one has, you know, the Rush Marine, Rush Coil, RushJet. RushJet's been curved a little bit, it's not as powerful. And the reason why we're going after DrillMan next is because that's how you get the RushJet. And we're going to be using the FlashStopper quite a bit in this game. It's very useful. It's like a more useful version of Flashman's Time Stopper. Okay, coming up next... So there is a trick to getting that 1-up. You can either get it the way the game intends for you to, which is to make a tricky jump. But this way is a little easier. Kind of cheating. Hopefully we don't need too many 1-ups. That E-tank we are almost certainly going to need to beat DrillMan. Part, the FlashStopper is most definitely useful, not just for stopping everything, but also for seeing which jump we are, you know, where we need to make our jumps. So, very useful to have that item right there. And I hope we can beat DrillMan without using the E-tank, but he's a little bit tougher than BrightMan. I know that I said that this channel is going to be mostly about score chasing, and we will get back to doing that. But understand that I'm a huge fan of the MegaMan games, so I really wanted to get footage of these games on my channel. And unfortunately, I got careless at the end and had to burn another E-tank. But the good news is now we have the RushJet and the FlashStopper. So the rest of the game really isn't all that complicated. Next, I like to do Toadman. FlashStopper to make this part of the game quite a bit easier. I think we can refill it right here. No? Pretty simple stage. And I love having the RushJet early in this game. Allows you to bypass even parts that aren't that difficult. It's still nice to be able to have that safety net. And Toadman, I think he's the boss you're supposed to start with. He's not at all difficult. And I know this is kind of the cheap way to fight him, but I got a little careless early, so I just want to make sure that I beat him without getting embarrassed and losing a life. One thing I forgot to mention, I was talking about the MegaMan cartoon when I did my MegaMan 2 video, and I forgot to mention that I talked about the voice actor who did the voice of Proto Man, also did the voice of Wheeler in the Captain Planet cartoon. How could I forget that was also the same voice actor who did the voice of Link in the old Zelda cartoon. Okay, in Pharaoh Man, we are definitely going to cheese this guy's stage. fire. I can never keep track of it. It's balloon. And it refills our life. Ferroman, certainly a very interesting choice for a robot master. I mean, by MegaMan 4, I think most fans kind of agree that they were maybe running out of ideas for what to name the robot masters, but I think they did a good enough job. I'm okay with Ferroman, certainly the most interesting of the MegaMan 4 villains. Unfortunately for Ferroman, he is the easiest. If you have the FlashStopper. I'm probably going to take a hit right here. Yeah, that was unfortunate. You want to get him stopped. Right here is perfect. Just keep shooting him in the head. I think I've mentioned before that Mega Man 1 is the only one I don't have. I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I even have 7 on the Super Nintendo, which is a ridiculously expensive cartridge to get these days. I also have X, and I'd like to have X2. X3 has gotten too expensive, so I've kind of given up the ghost on that one. I will get the first Mega Man, so I can at least have the first. I can have all the ones on the NES. And one thing I like to do here is use the Rush Marine. Rush Marine, in my opinion, not really useful in the third Mega Man. I know it was probably supposed to be used on Gemini Man's stage. But I always end up using the RushJet on Gemini Man's stage. Switch over to the Rush Marine, just in case. Okay, Eddie's gonna give us an energy tank. That's gonna be very useful because we've already burned through the 2 we already got. Now, I'm not sure why this is, but so the Mega Man games on the NES, I love them. Even as a kid, the Mega Man series on the NES was the one that I liked the most. After, of course, the Super Mario Brothers games. Those games were fantastic. But after Super Mario Brothers, it was MegaMan. And here we're going to go to the secret area and get wire. I like how the water gets darker as you descend. I think that's a cool effect. But yeah, I love the Mega Man games on the NES. My favorite series after the Super Mario Brother games. But I don't know what it is about the Super Nintendo Mega Mans. You know, 7, X. I really don't care much for Mega Man 7 or Mega Man X. And I don't know why that is. Maybe I feel like those games are, or at least the Mega Man X games, plenty of fans. I feel like Mega Man just didn't make the transition to Super Nintendo that well. In all fairness, I should probably play, or give Mega Man X2 a chance first, because from what I understand, that's the one that everyone seems to agree is the best of the Mega Man X games, the Mega Man X trilogy on the Super Nintendo. And I've only played the first one, which fans like a lot, but I have never been able to get into that game. Every time I play it, I get pretty bored halfway through. You know, I love the Mega Man games on NES, but Super Nintendo, not so much. Alright, Dive Man's pretty easy. And even though I'm beating all the, or most of the Robot Masters just using the Mega Buster, when I get to the Gauntlet at the end, I'll probably use the weapon you're supposed to use on them. Probably not for Dive Man. I think I have an easy enough time taking care of him with the Mega Buster. Dustman. I think Dustman may have been... I think they wanted to call him Junkman, and maybe something got lost in translation. Because Dustman definitely certainly a strange name, and just based off the level design, it certainly looks like it's supposed to be... Okay, yeah, we're gonna wanna... FlashStopper on this one. Actually, don't we have wire? Might as well show off wire. RushJet. Pretty heavy slowdown on this part. 4 enemies and I didn't get a single thing. Alright, I'm gonna be a little thorough on this because I'm having a good run so far. I'd really hate to lose a life on this part. And I guess I could talk about the price range of the MegaMan games. MegaMan 3, if you're trying to collect NES games and you have to have a MegaMan game, 2 and 3 are your best bets. 2 can be had for about 25 bucks. 3 can be had for about 20 bucks currently. Four is when it starts getting a little expensive. 4 will set you back about 40 bucks. Alright, I think I can make it now. $5 is still the most expensive, about $100. One is fluctuating in price. It looks like they're trying to push it. If you shop around, you might be able to get it for 60, 65. But it looks like they're trying to push it up towards 80, 75, 80 bucks. So be diligent about one. I'm trying to get a copy before it gets pushed too high. And what do we use on Dustman? Is it Drill Bomb? I'll try a Drill Bomb. If it doesn't work, then I'll just stick with the Mega Buster. Not the Drill Bomb. It might be the boomerang, or the ring boomerang. But like I said, with the Mega Buster, you're on even footing with everyone. Prices for the Super Nintendo MegaMan games, MegaMan X, the only one that's in price range, currently about $45, somewhere in that range. And I thought it was kind of a missed opportunity, but that's the only one, that's the only MegaMan game on the Super Nintendo Mini, is the only one that's within a reasonable price range. It would have been nice if they put any of the other MegaMan games on there because they've just gotten so out of hand. MegaMan X2 is like a $130 game, somewhere around there. And that's supposedly the best one. And then MegaMan X3 Jeepers, that one's like a $250, $300 game, something like that. MegaMan 7, about a $250 game. Skullman might have the best music in this game. 5, it's no contest. ChargeMan, who, in my opinion, has the best music of any Mega Man robot master. Eddie gonna give us another energy tank. We're having good luck with Eddie. Sometimes he just gives you useless stuff that you don't need, but very happy to get 2 energy tanks so far from Eddie. Much more useful to us when we get to the castle stages, Dr. Kosek's castle and Dr. Wiley's castle. That's another kind of a missed opportunity for the Mega Man games is, so for the first 3, it's the villain is Dr. Wiley, and then with 4, it's Dr. Kosek. But they didn't stick with it. Dr. Kosek ends up being Dr. Wiley. Okay, this one is really tricky, but I think this is how we're supposed to do it. We use balloon. Grab the E-tank. Then we're gonna use Toad Flush, or excuse me, Rain Flush. Again. We want to be just a little bit more over. Okay, yeah, that's how you do it. Maybe if you're like a expert with jumping, you can get it without having to go through all that. Alright, we're gonna save ourselves just a little bit of trouble here. That's a gap that's easy to miss. I certainly find myself switching items quite a bit. Skullman has a simple pattern, and I can beat him without using the Dust Crusher, but I'm just gonna make it easy on myself. Alright, that just leaves Ringman. Alright, I guess we'll do some shout-outs. Shout out Rockin' Cat's reviews. He's already gotten to all the Mega Man games before I have, so I'm kind of following in his footsteps. We got the Vintage Gamer. It's been a lot of fun watching his channel grow, get over 1,000 subs. Matt Dragon, who's grinding away. I tuned into his live stream the other night. That was a lot of fun. The Attic Dwellers, they've been doing some really fun movie reviews lately. Let's see, who else? The No Swear Gamer, he's been doing YouTube forever, and he's doing the Sword Quest games on Atari right now, which I think is great. I can never get tired of talking about the Sword Quest Atari games. Says he just recently got a copy of the really rare one, Waterworld, and I am really looking forward to hearing him do Waterworld. Tim's Tiny Arcade. That's another one he's doing a Atari 78 series. He's doing like a top 5 Atari 7800 games. Or excuse me, a top 5 Atari 7800 arcade ports. And I'm really excited about that one. I have a soft spot for the Atari 7800. It's a system I didn't play, never owned it, never played it, but I like the way the games look on that one. I like the way like all the classic Donkey Kong Jr. games. For this part, I'm just going to use the RushJet. But if you haven't noticed, so far I haven't seriously been challenged. I've been able to find ways to get around every one of the obstacles. So that's what I like the most about this game, is it gave you the most complete toolkit as far as your weapons and your special items. Unfortunately, right before the boss, I took some abuse, so... We're gonna use... I know he's weak to Pharaoh Man, and Ringman has a very simple pattern. Now later, when we fight him during the boss gauntlet, we're not going to use the Pharaoh shot because we're going to want to save that for the final boss, Dr. Wiley. Alright, and it looks like it took just about 40 minutes to clear the 8 Robot Master stages, so about 5 minutes per stage. Not bad, but not great. Hopefully we can get through Dr. Cossack's castle quickly. I guess I'll shout out Corn Shack's channel. Corn Shack... I'm not sure what's going on with his channel. He seems to be having some trouble, and there's a rumor that he's considering selling it, and that's too bad because he's been doing this channel for 10 years. Alright, so I have 4 energy tanks and 8 lives. Maybe that's a 6, I can't tell, but there's a special item right there. Okay, it's an energy tank. We're going to use RushJet just to make it a little simpler for ourselves. Skull Barrier works also, but we'll use RushJet. That's kind of the mark, I guess, of a good Mega Man game, that you always feel like you have the right item for the right situation. Okay, and this first enemy, we're going to use the ring boomerang. Giant robot moth or something like that. And I can never remember which way to go up these ladders, like, which way is the more safe passage. I guess it doesn't really matter. RushJet. Let's fill up the BrightStopper. This part not too difficult, but certainly irritating. And one trick we can do here, oh no, it's not gonna work. But balloon is very useful. It might be more useful than RushJet, so we're going to do our best to keep that filled. Anytime there's a big gap, I think it's worth using the RushJet just to avoid any mishaps. I guess we'll fill wire. And at this point, I think we have more than enough lives and energy tanks. Okay, this is the most irritating enemy in the game, in my opinion, and I believe we use the Dust Crusher. Still not as irritating as Yellow Devil in Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 3. To me, that's the most obnoxious boss in any Mega Man game, and they knew it too, which is why I think he's in one of the Smash games. My son loved Smash, and he caught me playing Mega Man 3 and having to fight Yellow Devil, and he recognized him. often hear that Mega Man 4 is considered one of the hardest games, but I just don't see it. I think 5 is pretty tough. 1 is definitely the toughest. Just because in 1, you have fewer special items to help you out. I think you get fewer power-ups. I'm having really bad timing on these cannons, by the way. But in 1, you have fewer power-ups. Like, it seems like you can never regain any health. I don't think you have the E-tanks either. I think 5 is pretty tough, too. Maybe if I practice with it a little bit, I might be able to get pretty proficient at it, but for right now, I think 5 is, I struggle with that game. I wish I was better at it. I wish I liked it a little bit more. You know, when I bought it a couple of years ago, you know, paying like $80, $90 or whatever. I said to myself, okay, this is the one I'm going to enjoy the most because I paid for it. I paid the most for it, and it ends up not being the case. I still enjoy 4 the most. Like right now, I'm convincing myself that if I purchase 1, I'll enjoy that one the most because I'm trying to justify buying it. This robot guy, not too tough. I have more than enough E-tanks anyway. Okay, I think this is the final leg of Dr. Cossack's castle. Guess, let's see. Balloon definitely, and then I guess Dust Crusher. game going to give us a choice. And I know in Mega Man 6 we see that a little more often. Kind of a neat little thing. They were certainly trying different things with Mega Man 4. Dr. Cossack, not sure what the weapon we're supposed to use is, but the Mega Buster works fine. And one point I didn't get around to finishing was that it was kind of a missed opportunity having, you know, Dr. Wiley always be the boss. Like in Mega Man 4, it's, you know, they make you think it's Dr. Cossack. In Mega Man 5, they make you believe for a minute that it's Proto Man, and that would have been really cool to finally have a game where Proto Man is the villain, but they didn't follow through with it. And in Mega Man 6, it's Dr. X. Okay, and now we get to the Dr. Wiley castle. Yeah, they really should have stuck, or rather deviated away from always it having to be Dr. Wiley. It would have been cool. I think, especially with Mega Man 5, it would have been really great to have one Mega Man game where the villain was not Dr. Wiley. I would use Toad Flesh, but unfortunately, these guys, when they're under the shell, they don't, they're not affected by Toad Flesh. I always, at this point, force myself to use the Rush Marine, because it's really the only, one of the only times we're going to use it in the game. And it does, believe it or not, help out a little bit with these, what would be very precise jumps. Now, of course, by the time we get to here, there's no point in using it anymore, so... I guess you could say I'm one of those guys that's always trying to defend an item which we all know isn't all that useful. Okay, this part is going to be a little trickier. That's the tough part right there. And this is definitely a cool villain. Very appropriate for the level, too. More than enough E-tanks. Let's go ahead and burn one. Just to be on the safe side. We're gonna have to use one anyway. Probably one of my favorite boss characters in the entire series. The giant, I can't remember what they're called. They got a silly name, though. Well, it's no longer a deathless run. And I know I've made that mistake a dozen times before, but at least we made it nice and early in the stage. We don't need that E-tank, so I don't know, should we try and get it anyway? Why not? A little disappointed that I lost the life being so careless, but not a problem. It was bound to happen. Probably the only thing that's annoying about any or all of the old Mega Man games is constantly switching items and weapons, constantly bringing up that menu screen to kind of interrupt the action. You know, for serious Mega Man gamers, I guess you could say that one of the cool things about it is you can always challenge yourself, you know, set aside a, you know, Mega Buster only challenge. But I think the games are fun enough that, you know, you don't need to do a Mega Buster only challenge. I think having the neat weapons is what makes the series, you know, still fun to play even after all these years, and that's why it's aged better than so many of the old Nintendo games. I'm not very good at this boss. But I have more than enough E-tanks to not have to struggle. And this brings us to the boss Gauntlet. The Robot Master Gauntlet. A staple of the 6 Mega Man games on NES. We're definitely going to want more Bright, because we're going to need that for Pharaoh Man. Other than that, should be fine. Guess we'll refill Ring. I don't know who it's good for, but just in case. Maybe I should have refilled Toad Flush, because I know that is useful for, I think, BrightMan. Okay. I think we're all set for the boss Gauntlet now. Yeah, 9 lives, 9 E-tanks, 1 death. We're just gonna go straight left to right. I can't remember which one is which, but I know that one right there is Pharaoh Man. Okay, DrillMan, we're starting off with possibly the hardest. I can't remember what he's weak to. It's not really going to matter. More than enough power-ups. And he doesn't really want to fight. It looks like he just wants to... There we go. BrightMan, so we're going to use the Rain Flush. The only problem with the Rain Flush is it's really slow. That could have gone a whole lot smoother. Okay, Skullman shouldn't be too much of a problem. Go ahead and break out the Dust Crusher. Just standing right on the teleporter. And for Dive Man, we're just going to use the Mega Buster. This time I'm going to make sure that I'm not standing on the teleporter when I finish him off. Okay, now we're just gonna beat Toadman the cheap way. I guess one thing I will mention is for any of you who have seen the MegaMan cartoon, it's all on YouTube, by the way, or as of the time of this recording, it's been on YouTube for a couple of years now. I hope it never gets taken off because I like the MegaMan cartoon. But they had, I believe, Cutman and Gutsman are kind of like the main staples of the show. And, you know, the main villains, the Bebop and Rocksteady, if you will. Proto Man, I guess, is like Krang, and of course Dr. Wily is Shredder. But they would also have guest robots. Like, one episode, you know, Fireman would be the, he would be helping Cutman and Gutsman. So it was kind of cool. Like I said with the Mega Man 2 episode, though, it's just a shame that the show kind of came out a little too late. That leaves Ringman and Pharaoh Man. not going to use the Pharaoh shot on Ringman. We're just going to beat him with the Mega Buster. Because we want to save the Pharaoh shot for Dr. Wiley. Very simple pattern. It just requires a little bit of timing. And since we know Pharaohman is last, or yes, Pharaohman is last, we're just going to switch over to Bright right now. First, the Dr. Wily Battles. This one, it's two forms. The first form is simple. The second form, I'm not that good at, but we'll plod through it. I remember on the second form, when I was playing this a couple weeks ago, I was really having trouble getting a shot off on Dr. Wiley, and I actually commented on Rockin' Cat Reviews video. Just took a little bit of practice. After this, it'll be the final battle with Wiley. And the Wiley final battles, I always think is, it's kind of hit or miss, because it feels like they were always, like, you know, the weapon that you have to use is the one you would least expect. Like in Mega Man 3, you use Top Man's weapon. Kills him in one hit. In Mega Man 2, you use Bubble Man's weapon, which, again, that's something that would probably be the last weapon that you try out in that situation. Same with Top Spin in Mega Man 3. In this one, it's... maybe there is another way to do it, but you use Pharaoh Man's weapon in a very unusual way. You have to get the Pharaoh Ball, or whatever, when you charge it up. Like, just such a strange way to beat Dr. Wiley. jump around until you can collide with them. Yeah, still finishing the game with more than enough E-tanks. Only lost one life. I don't know why people think this one is... why retro gamers complain that this one is the hardest. It's... not only is it not hard, but this one gives you the most freedom to kind of figure out how you want to like proceed through the levels. Even the boss battle, figuring out what boss order you want to do. Yeah, because you have the charged Mega Buster, it's, just pick whichever one you want to do. That's Mega Man 4. I'll let the ending play out. Pretty good run. Only one death. Plenty of lives, plenty of E-tanks. Got to show off all the tricks. I think like all the Mega Man games on NES, the ending is a little on the long side. I guess after all this time, after playing through the series, and every retro gamer plays through all 6 of them at some point, and it's been a while since I played through all of them, but I have been playing through most of them. I need to get through 1 and 5 again, but other than those, I still find myself saying that this one is the most complete. You know, it has... it's like, it's appropriate that it's, kind of smack dab in the middle. 3 and 4 are the middle games, where 1 and 2 and 5 and 6 are the bookends. But you have the familiar Rush adapters, Rush Marine, Rush Coil, RushJet. You have the slide, you have the charged Mega Buster, you have the E-tanks, wire, balloon. And I found the weapons to be the most useful. Toad Flush, or Rain Flush, great for clearing the screen. FlashStopper, perfect for some of those tricky situations. And I didn't show off Skull Barrier, but Skull Barrier has some useful parts too. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. All 6 of them. There isn't a bad one in the entire series. They're all really good NES games. I just happen to think that 4 is... If I had to recommend, someone could only play one of them, or whatever, I would say go with 4. 4's the best. In no way do I think the series was stale. That's one complaint I hear, is that the series got stale at some point. I disagree. I think all 6 of them did something a little different. With the exception of 5. I think 5, they could have made it a little bit more different. Like, there's a noticeable change from 1 to 2. There's a noticeable change from 2 to 3. There's certainly a noticeable change from 3 to 4. But with 5, I think the only thing they really changed was they put in beat. They took away Rush Marine. Anyway, I guess that's the end. So, thanks for checking in. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll get back at it again soon.